Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down now, it's Brooks, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Let's go, motion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Let's go now. 18 Gators. Rock it.
Hey, watch it.
Five.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Topper. All
day, every day, any day. Check three. 58's the money. 58's the money. Watch the run.
Here's second and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go. Go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On the return, here's Agnew. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
From the 27, Watson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
From the gun on third, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check Mike, Mike. Here we go. Echo. Check Mike, Hey, alert. Tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Check 4.
On third down, Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch the whip. Under 10. 10. Leo.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 2-yard line.
Mike's both. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, Delta.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Agnew now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Check this is it. 19. I got you. Tight end right. 3 down. Hey, switch gears. Kill.
A first down carry for Barkley. What a spin. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in an...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
This is it. 19. Check Mike 21. Too little, cut. 24. Check Mike 21. Mike 12. Mike 21. Yeah.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
A 54-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Look at me. Go. Check. Hey, exit. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, son.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Right there. It's outfield.
2nd and 14. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. Let's go. Jim.
Pilot, 64, weak.
44, Mike.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Yeah.
Back to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he is finally going to be stopped down around the 5-yard line. What a return.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Crawford. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Switch it. Check 9. Watch the eye. Check 3. 218. Jump. Slam. Tighten up. Check 43. Watch.
On the ball.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuffed the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. 3 down.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
First six. Get in the car.
Check 37. Check 37.
Now Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Nice hit, boy.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Double. Hey, alert. That's the way. Hey, 24. Watch twins.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Mike. 19. 59.
Oh, you got deep? Bolster! Bolster!
Mike. 59.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. 22, check. Over. 22, check. Follow. Check mark. Alert, alert. 24 is down. He's coming. Back. Hayward.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Let's get it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Marr is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On first down, it's Brooks. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson, quick hitter here, it's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, 24.
D. Tighten up. Hey, check.
From the gun, here's Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run on first down. Brooks. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And Lambeau will put this one through, and you can bump the lead up to 9. It's 15-6. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll drop the throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check, Mike 21, check, Mike.
Now Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I think the game balls need to be distributed.